one of the most interesting animals probably in the world, certainly from a species point of view, but also this particular individual is quite an interesting one. It is Brent Leo Smith. He's standing right there. He's got some very interesting news for us. I'm very, very excited about what I heard in the radio. I don't know exactly which one it is yet, but let's have a quick hello. And many of you know this guy. If you don't, as I said, he's a particularly interesting individual of the species Homo sapiens.
Hello everyone,
how's it going? Good, I believe you've got some good news.
Yeah, we do.
You're just grinning because it's
I'm very happy.
down now.
We've been walking in this block since about 3:30, and we've got 2 Shanghai trackers for the first time joining us.
Yes, I mentioned earlier.
And James is with us, so I'm going to just jump on the back and I'll show you James, and then we'll just make sure she doesn't move. It looks like she's got a kill, but we didn't want to go too close.
Awesome.
So we're going to go and have a look. I'll just jump on the other side of the book.
You want to jump in next to me, yeah, Brent? Jump in there. Sure we can fit more stuff in. Awesome. Nice that it's cooled down as well now.
So it was very hot in those bandage lines earlier. But also we're really excited. You're going to be able to verify, getting close with the vehicle, whether she's got cubs or suckle marks or whatnot. That's the whole reason we've been searching this area.
I've been keeping a little bit secret, but you guys could probably guess what I was referring to. I was more just talking about the interesting two-legged species that we're going to bump into. But Brent and I found a leopard, female at that, most likely Karula. Now obviously all of us have got a soft spot for her. And all of us are obviously wondering, this way, wondering, nice giraffe there, but we'll get back to them later on maybe. All of us obviously wondering, Karula might have some youngsters or a youngster around. Typically she likes to come into this area when she does. Had some bad luck with the last youngsters, so let's keep our fingers crossed, though. Nice to have in the vehicle as well. It's the first time I'm actually driving around on a live drive, so I hope there's more opportunity to do some of this in future. Very thick block this as well, so no ways we would have ever found this if it wasn't for the guys getting in there on foot, and not only being on foot but also having exceptional skill when it comes to tracking. There I can see another person.
Yep.
Looks like Scott.
That should be James. And
Jeffrey and Bright. What a name, Bright, huh? Oh, as they're doing that, just look at their body posture, just look at how they're behaving. I love watching humans in nature as well. You can see the way they're moving, that they're seeing something.
She's on the move, so I'm going to leave you to keep up with her.
Cool.
So we'll see you later.
Thank you very much.
Cheers, guys.
Stars. Hey, guys. Ah, this is so awesome. James, how's it going?
Good. She did stop. She stopped here and then just slowly walked
straight in that way.
Hello, everybody.
You have a bumper, guys?
No, she's
not. Okay, cool. Guys, James, quick introduction. Bright, Jeffrey, we mentioned them. You're going to know more about them. Best eyes in the business. Thanks, guys. Okay, she was moving away, so we're going to have to catch up again. Very, very thick bush, this thick block. She is heading towards that busy waterhole from earlier this afternoon, down towards Wojtyla Lodge. Let's just try and catch her. Look for the tail tip, huh? That'll be the problem. Oh, VM should be on tracking duty when he's not on camera. Oh, guys, now this is for me a very, very special cat to see. Queen of Djuma. Let's just verify that it is her. Those of you that know this leopard well, have a look with me as well, but we're looking for that wow on the forehead. Guys, you can actually have a nice close look with the camera there as well, if someone can help me verify. But as we stopped, I saw that wow in the forehead, so I'm pretty sure it's Karula. But I've seen her once last year since we've been here, and it's the second time only that I'm seeing, or the third time maybe in the last 6 or 7 years. So it would be nice to just get a confirmation from many of you who know this leopard well. Oh, this is just so awesome. Seeing any leopard, guys. Now, firstly, let's just backtrack here. If this is maybe one of your first drives, to see a leopard like this relaxed, this comfortable with our presence, that is something amazing in itself. Obviously, a leopard that we know well, who we've shared many moments with, many experiences with, seen her raise various cubs. I mean, I've known 3 of her litters very well. Not a youngster anymore as well. She's now getting on to about 11 years old. Guys, I must just quickly... Just to confirm. Awesome. Full belly. Now Brent did say it looked like she wasn't a kill. James said not in a kill anymore, so maybe she had something small and finished it, or... Oh. Yeah, definitely Karula. Hello, lady. Amazing. Sandy, Ahisa, nice to hear those names. I'm sure everyone else that's known this cat for so long. As you know, just to give you a quick sort of background on this leopard, and maybe me and this leopard if you want. When I started visiting the first time at Djuma and then working here later on, this is going back into the early 2000s, very early 2000s. The first leopard I saw was her mother, Safari, which was an incredible leopard. Many of you might remember her from the early Wild Earth days. We still saw Safari, that female with the one eye that looked like, always reminded me of a planet, of the planet Jupiter. Safari was an incredible cat, incredible hunter. Safari lived to, and please, Claire and Karen and you guys that have these histories were very well documented. Safari lived to, I think it was 18 or 17 and a half years old, really old. And she eventually made space for Karula, basically letting her use this Voitela area as her territory. And Karula has been an incredibly successful mother. She's raised, again, my history is a little bit sort of not detailed at the moment. I haven't been thinking and talking about this that often the last couple of years, but she's raised successfully 5 litters now. And everyone hoping and wishing that she's got a cub again. The last cubs got killed, VM help me, it was by Ahina, huh?
Yeah.
I remember it was seen actually. I wasn't here unfortunately, but the dramas and sort of elations and ups and downs and all the aspects of this cat's life has really been shared by so many people around the world. I would dare say that this is the most famous leopard in the world. I would say more people know about this leopard, or have heard of this leopard, or have seen pictures of this leopard, or have seen pictures of this leopard's offspring than maybe any other leopard in the world. So for me to sit here now, 15 years later, after seeing her mother Safari the first time, and having known Karula since she was young, I've known her since her first litter. 2007, 8, 9, those years with Wild Earth here, we were really spoiled. We literally saw her raising those youngsters. First, I've just gone blank. I'm just really happy at the moment. I could just sit here and listen to nothing, listen to the sounds. But first, Shadow and Tandi, we used to call them Tingana and I'm confused now. What is it? Shadow and? Shadow used to be called Tingana, and it's Tandi, huh?
I'm not
the sister.
Early.
We used to call her Saseka, so it also means beautiful. And then later on, Mission and Duna, 2 male cubs, beautiful cubs, and of course now Kunyuma that we still see often. Kunyuma, one of my favorite male leopards of all time, is one of her, is her last sort of grown offspring. So when she gets up again, we're going to have a careful look. It would be great if she rolls onto her back or stretches a bit. She might do that. If she does have a small cub, we're talking about a cub that's maybe weeks old, and you would clearly see those suckle marks in the soft white hair on the belly of this leopard. So we're going to try and see that, and obviously stick with her. We're going to do everything we can to follow her for the rest of the drive. Yeah, guys, thanks so much again. I mean, coming back today, the first drive this morning for HT and myself, just sort of uniting again and reuniting with the crew down here. It's been so awesome. The many messages of welcome back and nice to be back and so on. And it really is fantastic to be welcomed back into a family like that. And many messages coming through now. John just letting us know, and various other people, that they're really happy for me to be reuniting with Karula. And I'll be honest with you, I'm very happy to be sitting here. Even more so to be sitting with so many of you that have seen this leopard many times over the years, maybe seeing her for the first time now. It would be great if she raises another 1 or 2 or 3 litters even. If she's 11 now, and if she's as strong and as healthy as a mother safari, she might well have cubs until she's 13. She might have another 2 litters in her. So, you know, her story is still one that's really going to be told, and you're going to love getting to know her. Amazing cat, this. Absolutely stunning. Isabella from Ohio, so welcome on the drive. You are 4 years old. That's the same age as my daughter Sydney. She's 4 as well. Can't wait to bring her here. She loves animals, absolutely loves animals. I'd have to hold her back now, otherwise she'd jump off and go and grab this leopard. But Isabella, this leopard's mummy and daddy, they've moved on. I can't remember who her father is. There's speculation about I've been away from here for most of the last 7 years. I'm going to remember his name just now. The male that we think was the father of this leopard. Yes, Mafufunyan. Thank you, VM. Mafufunyan. Big male leopard. And her mummy was called Safari, Isabella, and her mummy was an amazing leopard. Her mummy was the first leopard I ever saw in this area, and she was incredible. Known as Safari, but she's moved on to a better place now, I guess. Leave from this world into the clouds and into the trees and into the wind. That's where our mummy is out there. All of you kids at heart, any of you younger than 100 years or so. So nice to have you here to share this. Look at how that dappled skin blends into the surroundings. Let's try and stick with her. We'll do our utmost best. Oh, that's beautiful. Look at that. Through the sickle bush here, that Landrovius flatarius we were talking about earlier. Zaz, what a name. Zaz is saying, how great would it be if Mission and Duna show up. Now again, just to give you some sort of family tree background here, Mission and previous cubs from quite a few years ago actually. So her second set, and beautiful cats. I knew them very well from young until they became independent. Induna's still seen up to not too long ago to the north a little bit. I don't think he's seen anymore. Keep in mind, male cubs, when they mature, they leave the area. They sort of move away and find new territory somewhere when they're old enough and big enough. The females tend to stay, as we've seen with Safari and Karula, and with Safari's female offspring again, Shadow and Tundi. They tend to stay around in their sort of ancestral areas, which is why you get to really understand and know these leopard over the years. Karula, by the way, her name means peaceful. What a beautiful name. My one dog is called Karula, just to give you an idea of how much this leopard has influenced my life. Tundi and Shay and Karula, my 3 dogs. Just look at how beautiful they are. So graceful. Just flowing motion when you see them walk. Oh. Happy days. Happy days. So I know the Game Drive channel interferes a bit, so excuse me if it breaks up. I just have to give a quick update. Game Drive channel, sorry, my radio is interfering with the broadcast, but just to update, Karula is now on that shortcut between Gallagher shortcut and Buffelshoek boundary. I'm heading along the road towards Voitela direction. Yeah, Ephraim or yours, if anyone's responding, you can just pull in if you see me. Standing by. Not yet, we're checking as well as we can. Look at that tail twitching. This sort of excitement barometer, if you want, of a leopard. Seeing something, hearing something, maybe. In fact, let me just kill the lights for now, so we'll put them on again just now. Now, she's got a relatively full belly, so like any predator, and especially any solitary predator, any opportunity will be taken up. If she sees an opportunity now to hunt something, she'll go for it. But her main focus is not hunting at the moment. I've got a feeling her main focus is heading down towards Voitela Dam, perhaps for a drink. Perhaps, who knows, to a little dappled bundle of excitement. Who knows? I'll be honest with you, I've been planning to look at the potential suckle marks every time, but every time she walks, I'm just a little bit caught up in just the fact that we're driving with a leopard, and not just any leopard, but Karula. So I must say, my gut feeling here is that it doesn't look like she's got suckle marks. Obviously, I would love to say the contrary to that, but it doesn't look like it to me just at a quick glance. But it doesn't mean that it's not the case. There's lots of soft hair in the belly of a leopard. Oh, and I hope we can stay with her. This is getting jungle country down there. Well spotted, Vian. Got a hyena here behind us. Let's just try and show you quickly. I don't think they've actually seen each other. The only one that's seen both of them is VM, but as we know, VM is rather awake type of chap. Sorry, I meant to say. There goes the hyena. Spotted a hyena. Didn't spot the leopard. The leopard might have actually, yes, she's coming back to the road. I don't know, maybe she saw the hyena coming, maybe she smelt it, the breeze is coming from there. Maybe that's what the tail was twitching about earlier. But she certainly didn't behave like she was trying to hide. She just avoided the hyena. He never saw her. She's on a little footpath here, so we're going to try and stick with her. Amazing. Seeing a leopard is like seeing a beautiful sunrise. No matter how many you've seen, doesn't make the next one less special. How many times you see leopard, it never seems to blow my mind. Guys, we're going to try and stick with her, just get through the stick stuff now. Hayden's got something to show you. And I know that Hayden's going to be super stoked about seeing this leopard as well. It's one of the great things about Hayden and all the guys here, but we get so excited when the other guys find stuff. So enjoy the time with him. We're going to try and stay with her. get you back here if we can.